What is going on out there, good people? We do not have a name for this show as of yet, but today we'll just say Conversations with Tax Silence. I go by the name of DJ Earthquake. I have DJ Rose and DJ called The Martian with me. Um, Peace and blessings to you guys.
Hey,
Any other formal introductions you guys would like to do before we continue on, why this came about and all of those other things?
um, all for me personally, it's just I think this is something we realize that we always get on the phone and we have these elaborate conversations. We can be on the phone for like an hour and a half, two, talking about music. So I say, why not? Why not just record it and put it out there?
What he said.
So yes, to piggyback off of what Claude said, again, we don't have a name officially yet, but we're just going to say Conversations with Tax Sounds today. We are based here in the DMV, but we are international DJs. We play everything. That's how we work. That's how we formulated our group. Now, yes, we have music conversations for hours on end, debates on hours on end. And one thing for sure is that one of the main debates that we have is that, we realize that certain artists just don't get the certain recognition that they get, at least within our community per se. Rose actually brought up a point in our group chat, and she was just like, oh, diamond platinums. I may be rephrasing it wrong. Rosa, you can correct me. But
no,
said,
you're right.
You said, is he like one of the? Is he like is he a top artist? And if so, how come he's not being played like that? And our good friend called the Martian here, King of Receipts, goes ahead and pull up a song, Diamond Platinum featuring Kofi
Olomide.
Olomide.
Yeah.
The song had 34 million views in 1 month. And that spiraled into a whole rabbit hole of the most poppin' songs that we will play in the club. Some of them didn't even equate to the 34 million views that Diamond Platinum's got. So begs the question, what's more important, numbers or impact? And I believe that this is a very convoluted type of conversation, and it's not something that can only be had today. I'm pretty sure as people watch this on YouTube or even on Instagram or Twitter, or wherever we post it at, I'm pretty sure it's going to spiral a whole bunch of other conversations. So in your humble opinion, numbers or impact, what is more important in determining an artist's success?
I go, you gonna go, you want me oh, okay. So I feel like it depends. Depends on the region, depends on the area. They say women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. I mean, I feel like numbers is kind of like your actual facts, it's your data, like that's your evidence. However, I feel like if it's making a bigger impact in a certain region, I don't know, it just depends. But if I had to pick, I feel like numbers is what proves if the song is doing well or not, in my opinion. But
yeah, I have to agree with you because I'm actually gonna read. I was in another DJ group chat where I posed the same exact question, to kind of gauge what other DJs are thinking. And one thing that I'm realizing, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of failing to also realize, is that YouTube legit is turning into a search engine. I mean, Jano, like you can look for every and anything you want. How to fry an egg Asian style. I can promise you it's going to be on YouTube.
Sure.
How to wear your pants the way Chris Cross used to wear. I can guarantee you it's going to be on YouTube. So to me, I think YouTube kind of gauges, how people view a certain song or artist on a global scale, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because if the artists that have like the super huge views, I mean, granted, I've seen a lot of like, for example, the artist BTS, the Asian artist,
Yes.
the group BTS, I mean, their views are crazy. And some can argue that, okay, it's because in Asia has a very as a whole is a lot
They're
of
very big
people
population.
there,
Yeah.
which is true. But I don't think that is just that. I also want to say that people outside of Asia also listen to it,
Yes.
because one thing I can speak from our SoundCloud. I know Kwaku, you've seen this. When you go on the back end of our SoundCloud and look at where people listen to our mix, it breaks it down.
Yes.
So those numbers reflect where and who's been listening to the mixes.
Yes.
So obviously when you do your Ghana mixes, like what is it, road to Accra?
Miles away from Accra.
Miles away from Accra. I say road to Accra. Ooh, sorry. Miles away from Accra. And
Hmm.
you look at the numbers.
Yeah.
A lot of them,
A lot of them are would be in Ghana and in states or countries where Ghanaians are very popular.
exactly. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So for people to really think that, numbers don't matter, I do think they matter. And I think that as an artist, you better pay attention to those numbers because and that's the foolish part for me where a lot of people, because the reality of it is this: a lot of West Africans get so tied up into Afro beats that, to a certain extent they believe that Afro beats and predominantly more Nigerian music is everything, when numbers show that house from South Africa pulls more numbers than Afro beats. So from now, that's where I am.
Okay. I'm glad you parked it there. I will have to agree. I do believe numbers is essential. Numbers actually dictates a lot. Even Sako did, Ghanaian artist. He said that the numbers that Shata did with Beyonce on already
Hmm.
song already helped him solidify a deal that he was doing somewhere else. He was just like, because I guess they were trying to see if how marketable Ghanaian
He
artists
is
are.
exactly.
So the numbers that already got for the music video, and of course, it's Beyonce. Beyonce is an automatic, it's an automatic win. Um, the numbers help with deals. Numbers help with exposure. All those other type of things, especially like you say, YouTube. You can search anything, and by happenstance, you can stumble upon it, and you might like it, whatever the case may be, right? However, I do think that low numbers and impact um, still kind of go hand in hand. And we saw that firsthand with the screenshots that we shared in the group. And Claudia made mention of the Afro beats, right? So let's take, for example, the song "Small Penalty." Um, hold on, no, what's the name of the song? Penalty by Small Doctor.
Small
Right?
Small
Doctor.
Doctor,
Small
yeah.
Doctor, Small Doctor penalty song. If I'm not mistaken, well, matter of fact, we can confirm the numbers right now, right? Let's go to
You
YouTube.
gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, cool.
Should I put it on the screen or?
Yeah. Please
Hmm.
put it up on the screen, and let's not forget that they sampled. I don't even know if I can say sample, because sample is when you take a piece of the song, but they took the whole beat from someone else for that specific penalty song. But that's a whole different conversation. You know.
I am pulling it up right now.
Yeah. While you doing that,
Yes.
Rosie, I hope my connection is not bad, right? Because I don't know, you keep giving me the message talking
Oh, you're
about.
fine.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Alrighty. You guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. So
3 years.
3 years ago, Small Doctor Penalty came out. And this is the total amount of views for the official views. So let me see if I scroll down. If there's any
Keep in mind, this was one of like the fire songs in the Afrobeats world, man. This song was everything.
You couldn't go anywhere without playing this song. As low as the views are, the impact again goes back to it. The impact was so heavy that if you didn't play it at a party, it's like, what kind of DJ are you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm gonna pull up the we've been saying this, so I'm gonna show the people Diamond Platinums.
I'm trying to figure out why you have so many Disney. Why was Disney first coming up? You be watching Disney shows?
You know, I be watching these Marvel movies, but I gotta get the insight because they be going over my head. I ain't gonna hold you. All the information be going over my head, so I gotta get the breakdown. You feel me? But as you can see right there, wow, 38 million in 2 months.
Yeah.
So then my question is like, they have a bunch of numbers like Diamond Song. Within 2 months, he has out, he surpassed Small Doctor Song, which was like 3 years ago. So I guess within this area, why is it that we're not like, why isn't the song being pushed?
It's because of the
area?
people,
Yes.
people that the ethnic group or the nationality amongst the Africans that really dominate the West Africans here. Because I think it's known Nigerians freaking they push their music, their DJs push their music. They're more Nigerian. Well, I don't even know if I can say that. In this DMV these days, I don't know if I can say today that there are more Nigerian DJs than any other thing, It's possible.
It's possible.
On the mainstream level, as in the clubs. I'm trying to think about it.
I think they have the higher number, but I think there's a equal balance. Well, no, that's a lie. Now that I think about it, I think they might be the dominant DJs here. Well, at least in the DMV.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's most other states. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
and for that reason per se, I think that's why, do you feel like the music is being pushed? They even, for example, Nigerians' independence that weekend it's like a holiday weekend for most states in the U.S. within the diaspora.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, actually, why when you were pulling that song up, it really now made me think about something because we talk about impact versus numbers. Although, yes, in terms of people, they have the most people. So that means the impact could actually matter more than the numbers.
And
Now
that's
that
what I was
now
saying.
that I think about it, because
yeah.
But the question now is that on a global scale though? Because I can't say that. Like
I can't say that either.
I don't think Penalty was being played in certain countries in Africa. I just cannot accept that. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think there was other bigger songs at the time. I think when Penalty came out, I think Bobo was out around that time too.
What was it?
Olamide Bobo.
Nah, Bobo was way before that.
Way before that? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Bobo was way before that. I think Penalty came slightly after Iskaba and slightly before Olamide Wo.
Okay. Well, I can see Olamide Wo being more.
2 years before.
I'm sorry?
I said Bobo came out 2 years before.
2 years before, okay. My fault. So, anyway, essentially the reason why to answer your question, Rose, and even to speak on what Paul was saying, when I think about it too, it also, I think language barrier has a lot to do with, for some consumers, the reason why it's probably not being pushed or even played when we step out, even though it's in the pandemic, for those places that are open. I think it's harder for people. I've always said that even for Ghanaian music too, it's harder for people to consume once you stay in your dialect, because it's like, okay, well, I can't really recite the words because I don't really know what you're saying.
That's a good point.
And I think that's the advantage that a lot of Afrobeat artists have, because I won't just say Afrobeat artists are just Nigerians. Anybody who does Afrobeats, it's easier if you can mix pidgin with your local language. People will eventually get the understanding and maybe ask additional questions. But if you're hardened on speaking your dialect and having your dialect be the force, there's very few songs that are pierced through. Let's take Mansa for example. Mansa was a hit the whole entire Africa. I'm sure the entire Africa heard Mansa from BCK.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He probably was.
Yeah, there's like you can see that people knew the song, and looking at even like how these people be doing the dance breakdown videos, whatever.
Yeah.
Dancing to the songs. I'm sure it reached a lot of places, and I think a lot of people in Africa knew about that song, but it was solely in the Ghanaian dialect. So, there's very few songs that are pierced through, so it makes it harder. But when you're an Afrobeat artist and you can, mix whatever, your impact is a lot higher, which means that, Nigerian artists or artists that do Afrobeats will get a little bit more exposure than, a French-speaking artist or a Ghanaian artist, and that's where the impact comes into play, because now a song that is seen lower on YouTube won't translate the same in the club, because Penalty and Iskaba, you couldn't go a week without playing it. It was impossible.
Yeah. True.
It was impossible. Now, do I think that we should be more open? Of course, everybody should. You can't paint everything with a broad brush and like, oh, not everybody knows. Not everybody's gonna listen to the song, but you're more apt to get a negative, or let me not say negative. You're more apt to hear people say, "What are you playing?" as compared to "Let's embrace it," because right now you're in the mode of partying. You don't want to hear something that might throw off your groove, especially if you don't speak it. I mean, if you're not familiar with the dialect. Maybe I might be wrong, but that goes into impact, because that might negatively impact your party if you're playing something that you think is that YouTube is telling you is hot by numbers, but to the people it's just like, what is this?
True. Rosa, you were going to say something?
Okay, I don't know. I just thought about this. I don't know if it makes sense. Why is it that with Premier Gawu, they're speaking French
going there
all throughout, and we accept that, but we won't accept "Yeah, mama" or like I don't know. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's weird to me as well, because back in the day, like our parents, I can say, when they partied to like stuff from everywhere. Today, none of us know what Brenda Fassie is talking about in the Voodoo song.
Yeah.
None. She doesn't. I don't think she speaks one word of English in there. I don't remember that. Even Carolina by what's his name?
Awilo.
Like, I don't remember him saying one word of English in it. So it is quite an interesting thing. It is quite interesting.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's just certain songs that get lucky and pierce through. Sometimes it might be the beat. Sometimes it might be just, I don't know. It's almost like when Azonto came out and Chris Brown started doing it, then it was just like, oh, people started paying attention. Actually, no, I'll even take that back. When Azonto came out.
And that he said Azonto was from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Big error.
Big L. But for example, Wizkid did an Azonto freestyle, right? And that kind of shot off. So, you know what I'm saying? And then Fuse ODG from UK, he even though he's Ghanaian, his Azonto song was globally recognized, I would say.
I think he was the reason why
Yeah,
Azonto
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Because I mean, even though he didn't have the traditional sound of Azonto sound, the fact that he incorporated the dance into whatever it was, shot it off. But again, that's impact in itself. Even if his numbers don't match, you cannot say that not a whole bunch of people didn't know about the dance or that song solely based off of that. You know what I'm saying? But if you let other people tell it, it's like, oh well, Wizkid did a freestyle, and that Wizkid freestyle was played more than a lot of the Zonto Ghanaian songs.
As a matter of fact, can you try to pull up the numbers for both? Let's see what he looks like.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm now that you mentioned that, I'm interested to actually see what the numbers on YouTube for both. I would imagine Wizkid Azonto freestyle would probably have the highest numbers because that's probably at the time when Wizkid was, I mean, fire.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Wizkid there wasn't something that he dropped that wasn't a hit. So I'm interested to see. Huh? Nah,
so
that can't.
The official video.
Yeah, find the official one.
This one, I got. Should I click on it? Let's see if this is the official video.
No, just look at who posted it.
Teo TV.
Teo TV, yeah, go back. Let's try to find from an account that's either from Wizkid or Starboy or something like that, if any.
What is this YouTube? Well, let's find out. Let's do a live look. Let's do a live
he
look.
Probably revamped and took.
Yeah, I'm more than certain he did because you got to remember at that time I want to say he was still under EME. It's possible, so I don't know if that song would be in there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show. It doesn't show on here.
Yeah, you see.
When I searched it, it doesn't show on here. Yeah, it doesn't show.
Yeah, so just go back and try to look for it, and then let's just see as far as an account that posted it. How long ago was that? Okay, Tile TV has it 7 years ago. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible that Tile TV could have been one of the ones.
We can use ODG Azonto. Let's see what we got here. 16 mil.
Now that one is How to Dance.
That's How to Dance. I'm sorry.
An official video?
There's an official video, but I feel like the dance,
this was the video that everybody
referred to.
Everybody referred
to. Okay.
Because even looking here, it doesn't seem like I guess this. I highly doubt Ego Italy was but this was the video that everybody referred to. But ultimately,
no, Off the Ground TV is fused.
Where? Oh, right here.
Right, yeah, because ODG is Off the Ground. So I don't know. I feel like that could be the closest thing that relates to him, but.
So this came out 8 years ago.
I actually didn't know that ODG was Off the Ground. Wow.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he says it. He says it in there.
Hey, champion Ghana DJ.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
No, but I feel like the first video is the one everyone referred to, not really the actual video.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, it wasn't even to prove a point. I was just interested to see what those numbers look like.
Yeah. Okay, so if it's Off the Ground, him and Wizkid's numbers is not ain't far off. Wizkid was what, 1.3? This is 1.
I expected it to be way more than that.
I did expect it way more, but then again, like I said, like Rose was saying, the How to Dance video was.
And in fairness, another thing that I realized, I could be wrong. I also think that a lot of I would say from Rosie's generation to mine, they're now heavy on streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe those also it'll be an interesting thing to also know what streaming numbers look like. I wonder if there's a way, if you're not the artist, to figure out what streaming numbers look like.
I think Spotify does show you.
It has to be because
academics.
Spotify shows you. I don't know. Spotify shows you. Spotify does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Spotify shows you.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's the one thing I give.
Any of y'all got your Spotify on right now?
Yeah, I do. Give me a second.
Okay. I'm interested to see what that same Kofi Olomide and Diamond Platinum song on Spotify streaming, what the streaming looks like versus Whiskey Ginger, Burning Whiskey Ginger, because that's a pretty popular song now, right?
Yes, that is one of the technically one of the hottest songs out, right? That's fair to say.
I would think so.
Okay. About to share. Rosa, you got it up, or should I put it up?
You got it.
Nice.
Rosie ain't doing nothing. She don't want to do nothing. She's just out
Sharing the
here
screen again.
I feel like I'm the one that would just pull up like a random screen and be like, oh, this is the wrong one.
Also, those are the streams?
These are the stream numbers right here.
I never knew that, but you know, I'm such an Apple airhead.
Yeah. So this had 8 million, close to 9 million,
fairness,
9 million streams.
At that time, streaming wasn't like a thing yet.
But Spotify was though.
Was it?
I mean,
when Azonto first came out?
How long ago did Azonto came out?
That's like
8 years ago. About 8 years ago.
What, 26?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know, but I know Spotify was out then.
No, so, it probably could have been out, but was it a thing? That's my question.
I don't know if everybody had bought into streaming.
Because look at the streaming for those other songs.
True.
You cannot possibly.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Well, Million Pound Girl. Are you trying to tell me Million Pound Girl put more number than Azonto? No freaking way.
you know, there was a conversation about this, but we can talk about this later.
Okay. So I'm supposed to, let me see if I can find WizKid Azonto free, because sometimes they don't have everything.
No. I don't even want you to find that. Find Whiskey Ginger. Let's see what it looks like. What the streaming, and then I want you to do the Diamond Platinum and Kofi as well. I want to see what the streaming on that looks like. So I'm glad that you showed me this.
10 million streams.
That's it? You would think that, wow. I mean, I expected Joro to have that many. What about Essence? Because I can't really see. I'm sorry, my screen is being blocked.
Essence is 4 million.
What are the numbers for Essence?
4 million.
4
million streams.
Okay, now actually, hold on, scratch all that. Go to the whole album. Now I just want to see what the whole album.
I don't know. No, I think they only showed the top song. I don't know.
No, like click the actual album and see if they will show it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They're not showing they're not showing it.
Wow.
But
by the way,
in terms of his popular songs that's on there, True Love from this last album, 3 mil. Blessed with Damian Marley, 3 mil. Long Time, I think features Skepta, 4 mil. Essence with Thames is 4 mil. And it's 10 mil for Ginger.
I want you to know that
this is popular, by the way.
This literally proves my point about Whiskey's album, but that's a whole different conversation. Yo, pull up Diamond Platinum. Let's see what the numbers for that looks like. Wow, I am so shocked, yo. I am so shocked at seeing, those numbers. Wow.
Then again, I feel like
that's pretty low though. I'm not gonna lie. Stream wise,
that is actually really low.
It's not pretty very low.
But then hold on, because now it makes me really think about something. I think it kind of amplifies my initial point about YouTube being like a search engine. YouTube is all over the world.
Yes.
It's not everywhere that people are on Spotify. It's not everywhere that people are on Apple Music. And that's why I keep trying to make people understand that, YouTube numbers are legit. YouTube tells you what the rest of the world, because YouTube legit is every freaking where.
Yeah, everybody can access it. It's one of the apps. It's one of the apps you can download, or it's already downloaded to your
phone. So YouTube really tells you where everything. Wow,
Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked at these numbers.
Yeah,
Can you
me
pull
too.
up
I
Burner
ain't gonna
Boy real
lie.
quick? Can you pull up
Sure.
Burner Boy real quick?
What we checking on?
Now I'm just on checking numbers.
Stat checker. Alrighty.
Wow,
So within,
location. Jesus
yeah,
Christ. Own It. Obviously, that had Ed Sheeran and what's his
um,
name?
Stormzy.
Stormzy.
But if it
Wow.
seems like he with all, like his top three were all
They're
either
all
he was
features. They're all
featuring or
featured.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
feature of
Yeah.
someone
I
featuring.
expected on the low, and I mean, I expected Ye to have higher numbers.
Higher, exactly, bro. Because Ye, we couldn't stop playing that for like a whole like Ye was the bubble of the time, bro. Like we couldn't stop playing it. We could not stop playing it. People were reciting Ye in silence. No, nothing.
Wow.
Just somebody tapping their hand on the mic. But yeah, these are the numbers.
Can you pull up Daju? Let me see what Daju's number look like.
For those who don't know, Daju is a French artist, correct?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. I expected.
So,
I thought it would have been lower. Wow,
yeah.
because most of these songs are by himself.
By himself, yeah.
Yeah,
So imagine if he had features.
yeah. These
like
songs are like by himself. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive.
So as you guys can see, we're really going through numbers, and this speaks on to impact as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So even though to Carl's point, YouTube is very global with these streams and how streaming is going now. I don't think a lot of these songs too, like if we go back to the Diamond Platinums and Kofi song, I don't think it's making it to a lot of people's playlists.
Yeah.
So the streams are minimal, and that will, I guess that will show, everybody's particular interest. But then again, it's 2 months in, so.
One last person. Can you do Davido?
Yes.
I feel like his number's gonna be high, like real high. I could be wrong. Oh, dang, I'm wrong.
Know your worth. Know your worth.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Blow Your Mind is high. Obviously, Chris Brown was on it. 4, I expected. This is actually one where the numbers reflect my expectations. I expected 4 to be that high. Because I thought Burna Boy Ye would have been much higher than what those numbers look like. Wow. I can't see Risky. What is Risky like?
Risky's 17 mil. But this actually showing a very a point that I didn't think we would land on doing this search. It seems like the features are higher, whether they're featuring somebody or somebody's featuring on their track.
That's true.
And those numbers are skyrocketed. But individually, besides Fall, which I think because it got radio play, I'm expecting that. And same.
I'm surprised that If is not there.
That's what I said.
I'm surprised too. So I think in a lot of ways too, we might be as Afrobeats, as international DJs who are from Africa. I think we might have a little bubble.
Yeah,
where we just think that these songs are hits because how we played in the club and how people react, but on a broader global scale, not so much.
Big fact. That is a big fact. Wow.
Not so much.
Huh.
I definitely would have expected a few other songs to be up here, but wow.
I'm low key curious to see the numbers on YouTube.
Can we do one? So give me a South African artist. Who would be a good?
Let's do Master KG.
Master KG.
Jesus Christ! You saw that Jerusalem? Oh my God! That's the one thing with Burna.
Is that the one? No. I think that one's by himself.
Yeah. No, this one is Burna. These two are separate. Himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
This makes sense.
You saw? Hey, didn't I say this earlier? I said this earlier. Yo, of all the Afrobeats artists we've literally looked at the top 3, and none of their numbers look like that.
It's crazy. Jerusalem is literally on there 4 times, and it's still well 5, and it's
Oh
like
my goodness.
look at the
Yo,
numbers. The numbers still crazy, bro.
wow.
Wow.
Hey, put now I gotta see Black Coffee.
Okay, let's see Black Coffee.
I feel like he's more global. Like,
Yeah, I just want to see what his numbers look like, because that guy is supposed to be wow.
Low side.
And keep in mind that he just like produces the music.
Yeah.
music, yeah.
Drive is one of the highest, along with Embrace. Interesting.
Man. Woo.
Interesting.
Wow.
So
Wow.
okay, now I didn't think we were gonna get here. So, what would you value more though? Would you value YouTube still or streams?
YouTube,
No,
because my
definitely
parents go to
still
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Definitely still YouTube. I think you have a wider group of people that go to YouTube versus streaming. We talked about this before. Remember when we talked about how we were saying we need to find a way to put our mixes on there?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, because we know that there's some people that just sit in the house and they turn on YouTube and find a mix or something and play it from there. Keep in mind that they can do the same thing off of SoundCloud and the rest, but they just don't. Just like, I remember I was doing a gig for our friend Sam, and I was leaving. I had to go to the club, and they were like, okay, we're gonna play a mix from where they said from YouTube. I think so Black Coffee, I think a lot of the things that get the views for him are like his live performances.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's what I was seeing here. I was just trying to see if I can gauge anything.
But again, look at some of the places that he's been at performing. A lot of Afrobeat artists just haven't been there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad that so we on there. I wanted to read this message. Remember, I was telling y'all that I talked about this. Yeah. So I asked him, this was my question. Hey, everyone, I have a question that can be best answered by DJs. Does YouTube views of a song influence y'all to play the song? Why or why not? So one DJ, I don't want to say name. So one DJ says, I don't even
Wait, can you repeat the question again?
He says, I said, hey everyone, I have a question that can best be answered by DJs. Does YouTube views of a song influence y'all to play the song? Why or why not? So he said, I don't even check YouTube views. I usually play music because I feel it sounds good, or if it has a viral video or a song on social media, which is going to be the next thing that I wanted to like kind of talk about, the social media impact.
Yes.
See, he was like, such as songs from like Speed Darlington or I'm the Good, the guy from Ghana, but I still would say no, I don't play according to YouTube views. Then someone else gave me another answer, which was Claude, it depends on how familiar I am with the song and what the streets and social media are saying. If the song is already trending, then no, I don't even look at YouTube. If the song is a hit on the street, then no, I don't look at YouTube. But if I'm not familiar with the song and it's not trending, then I will use YouTube to see if it is popular. There are times when I may really like a song, but the song is not popular on YouTube or social media. In this case, I find my own way to mix it into more popular songs so it gets some play. If I'm playing a gig for a new territory, for example, Indian or Asian gig, then I leave on YouTube as part of my research.
Okay.
So I think those answers kind of, they told me two things. One, when he said, when the other DJ says, if he's going into a new territory, he goes on YouTube. It just amplifies the fact that YouTube is definitely a freaking search engine.
Yeah.
You go to YouTube for things that you're not familiar with, you don't know. That's what I think we all do that. Whenever you need like, I don't know, East African music, we all go on YouTube.
Yeah.
See what what's popular.
See who's creating a playlist.
Exactly, the views. And then the other ones talked about the social media thing, which is such a huge thing. Because the flip side of the Kofi Olomide and Diamond Platinum song is this. It was viral on social media, it was a viral song. So could that have played an impact on the views on YouTube?
For sure, probably.
I think so.
Because if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of dancing in it too. So I think a lot of people
Yeah.
mimic dance moves.
It's like the busted challenge. It's it's literally because of social media, in my opinion. In my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie,
like,
it's true
if it
because
wasn't
I
for this
had that
Oh, you're
song.
album,
absolutely right.
I had that song earlier in the year, and I was like, yo, I like this joint, but you know, you
yeah,
know,
like I was talking to someone. They said they heard it in November. The song came out in June.
yeah,
It didn't
like
start
that's around the
popping
time. Yep.
till
Yeah,
December.
they were posting videos of her at a show when no one knew the song, and the
Yep.
whole crowd, everybody was just standing still, and then posted, a video of her now at a show. So I do think that social media, yeah, definitely plays a huge
Yeah.
impact on music, which could be a good and bad thing, because a lot of the time, because of that, sometimes we believe that a song is harder than it really is.
This is very true. This is
I think
very, very
just
true.
because a song is popular, especially on YouTube, if
Yeah.
it's popular, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good song.
But then again, it's also too. It's just like it's hard to deny again its impact, because if several people are doing the challenge or using the video, using the song in their videos, and it's not like the same type of person. It's like different people using the videos. It's like, well, this might be going on to something. But then again, it might be just within our little bubble, because social media is sometimes, I would say maybe like 75% of the time, people who you follow per se. So people who you follow within your same circles might be listening to the same type of song or listening to the same type of genre, and maybe whatever. The other percentage is people who are like, "What is this?"
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say something about that, but I definitely just forgot my point. It's all good. How are we looking at on time?
We're good. We can round up here. We're about to be at 45 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So
unless you guys have something else you want to add, this has been a conversation with Tax Sounds.
no, I think this was a pretty good conversation. I would like to hear, other DJs' opinion on all of this.
Yes,
and
please.
where they stand.
Wherever we post that, feel free to you want to clip it up, you know what I'm saying? Of course, this full video will be on YouTube. We can clip it up, but make sure y'all drop your comments. Let us know exactly how you feel about numbers versus impact.
Yeah.
And as you can see, as we were going through the artists, and I think that'll probably be our clip point.
That was my favorite part. That was that was mind blowing to me.
Going through the clips, let us know what you think and how you feel. Because it's important within these conversations also to help push the music forward too.
Yeah.
Because the point I stated, I didn't, and we all noticed it, was that a lot of our African artists, African
Afrobeat artists.
Afrobeat artists who are at the front, essentially, is who we looked up. A lot of their bigger songs, specifically just on Spotify, I can't speak for any other streaming platform,
Right.
seems like features on other people's songs was what propelled a lot of their streams higher. So I think we just got to find a way to get our people up there. But again, this type of conversation is always ongoing. Go ahead.
Before we leave, just one more search, please.
Yes.
YouTube, Burna Boy, yeah. I just want to see what those numbers look like, because I want to give Olua Burna the benefit of the doubt, because those Spotify numbers did not look good for me. They didn't look good at all.
Share my screen.
And y'all out here trying to be sleek. We need to at least look up one or two Ghanaian artists. Y'all better start pulling out some names.
Okay.
We looked up views. He counts.
So,
see,
124 million on YouTube, and I think it was like 55. It was something low on. And hold on, let me just pull it up right now. Advertisements.
I think it's like 85.
Yeah, it was 85 million.
Yeah.
85 is still not bad.
It's still not bad, but
Yeah, it's still not bad.
I do think because of how you felt, I think it's still a little bit low. It should
Yeah,
be in the 100 area.
Yeah, I should have doubled.
Okay, so y'all gotta put up some Ghanaian artists at least two.
All right, Rosa, you got
Stoneball and Shatta or what? What y'all
I
want?
put Adonai.
So pull up soccer.
I mean,
well, that's true. That because it's fair to pull a popular song.
78 mil.
Really?
Let's look it up in Spotify.
Wow. I'm surprised. I thought he would have had more views than that on YouTube. Because I don't really watch music videos, but I watched that music video.
Same. Let's see what we got here. 16 mil.
I don't know how to feel. I feel like I expected more.
Yeah, I do feel like I expected more from this song.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I think it makes sense where it's at. Not on Spotify, but on YouTube.
Okay. Give me
Spotify. I expected more. I don't know why.
What's another? Let's do Mansa. Let's see what Mansa look like.
Yeah, we can do Mansa and we could do, I guess, Shatta and Stoneball. I guess.
And for the fun of it, just at the end, I just want to see what Mr. Easy's numbers look like.
Sure. So Mansa had 4 million.
Wow, are you kidding? Well,
on Spotify.
Even at that time, I don't think that Spotify streaming wasn't like a big thing. It wasn't a huge thing like it is today.
Yeah. And then we can do Mansa.
Because now they take streaming into accounts when they tally in your first week sale and stuff like that.
Yeah. He did
15 million views only?
Yeah.
Man. Y'all sure Mansa was as big as we think he was?
Bro.
I think it was big on the, if we're talking about Africa, Western.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll let the people in the comments tell us whether we.
Because I'm sorry, y'all.
I
Jerusalem,
like it was a big hit.
That Jerusalem was, oh God.
When I was in Jamaica was just like, yo, that Jerusalem song, I need that. I was just like, okay.
Wow.
Who
Mr. Easy. I just want to see his Spotify numbers.
Okay.
I'm just interested to see that, and yeah, we can wrap it up from here.
Okay.
I don't think
after him, sorry, one more person after him. That's it.
Okay. Damn, that's easy.
Como baby. I want to. That's the one.
That's with I'm pretty sure that's with
Major Lazer. Is that the one?
No, Bad Bunny, I think.
Bad Bunny
or one of them.
Or J Balvin, one of them.
Yeah, something like that.
Huh.
The songs with just him.
Leg over makes sense to me. That's a pretty high number.
Baby I'm Jealous is the newest one. But again, a lot of these is features. Well, besides Lento. Lento, I think, is his own song.
I thought nobody would have been more than that.
Yeah. Miss You Bad is...
Because Nobody to me was probably the biggest Afrobeat song in 2020.
But for these to be just his popular songs is a little shocking because we play Sample You like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
And it's not here.
But guess what though? I've been a fan of Mr. Easy, but I never thought Sample You was one of his best songs. I just think that DJs liked Sample You.
Okay.
Especially a specific DJ that I won't name. But they just always playing sample. I never thought that it was like such of all his music. I didn't think that. To me, Sample You is not even top 10 personally.
Okay. Well, I like Baby I'm Jealous a lot. But who's
I like it too. Miss You Bad, I freaking love that song. So when you're done here, I just want to see Aya Nakamura, the Jaja girl.
Okay. Lento 1.2 million views.
This song, the new song he just came out with, The Dawn. I don't know if y'all heard it. It's not too bad.
I haven't heard it.
It's kind of like the same Mr. Easy, but it's not too bad.
Okay, Leg Over got 73 million views. Close to the sample out of 14 million views for Pour Me Water. Skin Tight. I didn't see Skin Tight on there. I knew it wasn't tripping. Wow.
How many?
Skin Tight here has 31 mil.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause
I don't even think it was on his top 10 on Spotify.
It's not on the top 10. It's not here at all. So that means Baby I'm Jealous is getting more rotation.
No, but think about it. The era of Skin Tight.
Yeah, it came out.
Okay, that's fair too.
Streaming wasn't, Okay. Do Aya Nakamura. No. Space. There she go.
Lord have mercy.
Damn!
298 million views on that one joint, bro.
But wait, but to be fair, do you think I feel like she came around more, like when she pierced into the scene, streaming was like a
Hold
thing.
up.
Hold on.
Hold up, Rose. Hold up. We can say the same thing about this Wizkid album. We can say the same thing about.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but the numbers don't reflect. You see what I mean?
But but see, that's a whole nother column because Wizkid's vibe is just a whole different thing.
No,
are you prepared to stand on your 10 toes and say that?
We need to have that Wizkid conversation at some point. Anyway, we're not going to drag the conversation, but these numbers right here, my goodness.
I mean, I'm shocked.
I am very shocked too.
Oh, okay. One more. Just that's it.
Now people in the comments like, yo, Claude, what?
I promise. One more. I just want to see what Afro B Joanna was. The numbers for that. No, that's just that song. I want to see what those numbers. I'm not
even gonna have any expectations at this point.
60 mil.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either.
Let's see.
But yo, I am not. What? Wow, I didn't expect that. The numbers were better than Jerusalem.
118 on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
What is she on YouTube?
All right, we can check her too.
Oh my God!
It's over.
Yo, what?
It's over. We can end it. Guys.
Are you serious?
Bruh, this girl don't have to work another day in her life, bruh. Because I think YouTube pays you per 10,000 views or something like that. That's 730.
I want you to remember that 2 years ago, I remember I was saying this song, it was the biggest song in Europe. People didn't understand it. And to date, even sometimes when we played at parties, people look at us like, what the hell are y'all playing? Like, do you see these? And then Copin is another one of her hit. 258 million views. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, shouldn't know that.
You would think that. Then again, you would back to
her numbers is crazy though.
Going back to the Wizkid thing.
Wizkid, first of all, before you say anything, sorry, Rosie, but Wizkid's highest number came from his YouTube numbers, at least. His feature that he had with MHD.
Oh, okay. No.
That was his highest numbers.
Really?
I promise you can look it up right now. Because I know his new music and beat that.
You would think people
would just type Wizkid and see. Let's see what his numbers.
Okay.
Just like it came up for her. Yeah, let's see what those numbers. Look at that.
4.8.
Look at all of these. Even come closer that had Drake on it. 99 mil. And then you look at the joint with MHD. That was 130 something mil. I don't know if that's going to be on that list. Because I believe all of these songs are supposed to be his music.
Yeah, these are all just his songs. Oh, what do you know about 41 mil?
Wait, Ghetto Love is his song too?
Very low. I'm sorry?
Yeah, Ghetto Love is his song.
Yeah.
Oh, but, I thought it was
41 mil is pretty low.
And y'all saw the joint with MHD, 134 mil.
Yeah. Sorry, 138.
38. I even skimmed him from 4 mil. All right, this convo is done.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Conversations with us today. Again, Claude the Martian, Rose, Earthquake. We'll be back with another conversation.
Are we doing this every week?
It's up to you guys. We can make ourselves available. We're in a panoramic. So
I feel like we have these conversations at least twice a week anyway.
Yeah.
Why not just
I'm cool with
sit
that. You know what I'm
here
saying?
and have it?
We can schedule that. I mean, we already have our next talk, so
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
so we out, folks. Catch us on YouTube. Definitely gonna chop it up and put some stuff on Instagram and our Twitter as well. So we will be back soon.
Indeed.
Peace and blessings to you all.
Peace out.